everyone, I am April Nicole and welcome back to April Nicole Design. On today's video I'm going to show you how to sew two different buttons, the shank button and the sew through button. I'm sure you've seen these buttons on pretty much anything that you wear, from button up tops, on pants, dresses, and winter coats. This is something I think everybody should learn how to do, even if sewing is not your thing. Here are some examples of the shank button. They usually come on a card with the measurements and come in various shapes, sizes, and colors. Here is my button box. I'm a seamstress, obviously I have buttons, but I have this little bitty polka dot box with all of my spare buttons. If you happen to purchase a garment, try to keep the spare buttons just in case you need to repair. You will need a piece of fabric or the garment that needs a button repair, a pair of scissors, needle, thread, a thimble, a shank button, and a sew through button. This is the shank button. Shank buttons have a neck or the shank with a hole. The neck allows the button to sit on top of the buttonhole so it won't be distorted. I'm starting with a single strand stitch. I'm putting the needle through the neck. Make sure the thread is pulled tight when you push the needle through the fabric onto the underside. Don't forget to use your thimble. Repeat the same step as before. Repeat this step 3 to 4 times. When you're done, secure the stitch. To sew a thread shank to any button, use the same concept as shown before, but this time you have to hold the button to leave some slack on the thread. I'm using a single strand stitch. You can double the strands, but just know it can knot as you sew. Running the thread through beeswax will prevent knotting. Repeat this step about 3 to 4 times. Now you are going to take your needle and wind the thread around the button several times. You will see the thread slack will come together. When you're done, secure the stitch. Here are some examples of sew-through buttons. They have either 2 or 4 holes and come in various shapes, sizes, and colors. You can also sew a thread shank on sew-through buttons as well. You can sew a 4-hole sew-through button in many different ways, like a square, a cross, or 2 parallel lines. Be as creative as you want to be. I'm going to sew this button in a crisscross or like the letter X. Push the needle through the underside into the hole you started from, then push the needle through the opposite hole onto the underside. Repeat about 3 to 4 times. From the underside, switch to the empty hole and repeat the same steps as before. Stitch about 3 to 4 times. When finished, secure the stitch.